Hello friends, how you doing? Day 415. I hope you're doing amazing on this Thursday night. It's about 8:40 right now. It's coming in, and I just want to talk to you about a new day that I heard about called Blue Monday. It's the first time I ever heard about it, so I thought I'd look it up. And apparently it falls on the third Monday of every January. And it's supposed to be, or supposedly, the most depressing day on the calendar. And so when I heard about that, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Uh, and so I looked it up, and it turns out it's actually there's no scientific evidence that that is the case. And really, if you think about it, it's kind of arbitrary. The third Monday of every January. Come on now. There's no way a certain day can shift every year and just be the most depressing day, right? So apparently, it was actually a PR stunt. By a travel firm. So, but it kind of spread a little bit. But you know what? I think what it can do though, it also it leads to uh, opens up the conversation about mental health. Really, is what it is. And so, even though Blue Monday may not be a real thing, something called was it seasonal affective disorder? Yes, is an actual medical condition. And so, what is seasonal affective disorder? The acronym is SAD, SAD, right? So, some symptoms include depression, sleep problems, lethargy, overeating, irritability, or just feeling down and unsociable, right? And so, especially I know during December and the Christmas season, it can be a very lonely time for some people because they don't have family or friends. And right now with the pandemic, oh my gosh, it's just that much harder to feel connected with somebody else, with another human being. And so if you're somebody who's struggling with your mental health, like I hope you're able to go talk to somebody. If it's really bad, definitely go see a mental health professional, or a medical professional that can actually refer you to somebody else that might be able to help you. But what can you do? Really, there's a number of things you can do. But at the end of the day, what it is about self care. It's about taking care of you, right? So for me, a big part of my routine is my health, looking after my health. So I like to exercise some way, shape, or form. That it can be as simple as going for a walk, right? Just get out of the house, get some sun, get some vitamin D, and just, I think you'll feel a lot better about yourself, right? If you can, get out to the park, get around some trees, some water, anything. I know for myself, nature rejuvenates my soul. And I think it does for many people as well. What else can you do? Go for a hike, right? Just get outdoors again, be around nature. Eat healthy, right? There's a thing for January called Veganuary. So it's to help promote, the vegan lifestyle, right? Or plant-based eating. And it's much better for your health. And, what you put in your body is really who you are, if you really think about it, right? Because it breaks down everything and it feeds your body what it needs, the nutrients. So make sure you feed it, uh, good stuff, right? No processed stuff. Please stop eating processed stuff. Once in a while is fine, but if you eat it on a regular basis, it's going to wreak havoc on your health. And it'll start off with your physical health, but then it can definitely affect you emotionally and mentally and even spiritually. And so, again, talk to somebody. Um, Hopefully, you have some friends, family, or even an acquaintance, or coworker, like anybody, right? You are not alone, my friends. Okay, another thing, it's the beginning of the year, January. Look forward, put some goals down, and then start planning. Like, what can you do uh, in the next month, in the next 2 months? Maybe plan a getaway, right? Especially if you're a hard worker, make sure you plan some downtime for you to actually rejuvenate and re-energize. Okay, because if all you ever do is just work, that's not very good for your mental health either, and physical health. And so another thing that was a new term concocted was called Brew Monday. And so really what it was is just it's supposed to be a day to help remind people to actually reach out to friends, family, colleague, anybody, over a cup of tea, right? So you brew Monday, brew a cup of tea, just to make sure that the other person is doing all right, right? And so, um, you know, if there's somebody that you can think of that might not be doing well mentally, or just in general, then maybe ask them, hey, you want to go have a brew Monday? What's that? Let's just grab a tea and just hang out and just chat and reconnect. Because at the end of the day, I think one of the most challenging things is having a feeling of loneliness. And what I mean by that is just feeling alone. You can be in a room full of people, but then have a feeling of a loneliness, right? And why is that? It's because I think it's just a lack of connection with another human being. And so, if we can all support each other, and when we see somebody might be hurting in some way, shape, or form, a simple word of encouragement, a simple invite for a cup of tea or a catch up or something, like that's one of the things I've been doing this whole January. Like, my goal is to be able to have a video catch up with an acquaintance I haven't seen in a while, or a friend that I haven't talked to in a while, and just have a short catch up, half an hour. Most of them about half an hour. Some maybe an hour, but for the most part about half an hour. Just quick catch up, seeing how they're doing, and just checking in. That's one of the things I wanted to do this year, and I've been doing it for the first 3 weeks already. So, and I'll throw out the challenge to you. Maybe you don't have to do that with somebody every week or whatever, but how about once a month? Can you reach out to somebody that maybe you haven't talked in a while, or you think they might need a friend, and just ask them, hey, do you have time for a catch up? It can be virtually, it can be in person, depending where you're at, over a cup of coffee outside where it's safer, and just reconnect. Because at the end of the day, that's what we all want, to feel connected to somebody else and know that we belong. All right, friends, that's all I have to share tonight. I hope that helps you in some way, shape, or form. If you ever need to, please shoot comments, a message in the comment, reach out. If you need somebody to chat to, I'm happy to connect and have a chat with you. All right. Have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.